Oh God! I'm thin! I'm thin! Look at my chest! Look at my breast! Oh, I don't have breasts! Well, I'll be damned! My dick! My dick! My dick!
Inner city schools have better computers than we do.
But sir, I don't know if you should. Hold the queen. I'm Sherman Klump.
I'm Carla Purty.
Hello, Miss Purty. She's fine.
Only thing you need to study is your ass.
Cletus!
You do have big ass.
No one. I'm thinking about getting me an appointment and go down and getting my colon cleansed.
Yeah, now my colon is clean. I'm talking squeaky clean. Oh, now, see what you made me do? Messed up my pants. Damn, Daddy. Way to go, son! Everything.
So I'll see you next week inside. Remember, don't be late.
You snapping on me.
I don't know whether to smile at you or kick a field goal, man. Your breath is so stink, people look forward to your fart. I smell shit.
The movie begins with Professor Sherman Klump, an overweight, brilliant professor of genetics who is getting ready to go to work. Unfortunately, over 5,000 hamsters have taken over Wellman College, causing chaos as students run for cover from the hamsters, which turns out to be the school's laboratory hamsters. As the 400-pound professor walks to class, he notices the outrageous chaos caused by countless hamsters which he remembers to have accidentally released the night before, using his belly to grease the switch opening their cages. Sherman works with his assistant Jason on their latest project, which happens to be an experiment that reconstructs the DNA of an obese person to assist in weight loss. They observe that the serum works after noticing that their fattest hamster, Shelly, has lost 3 ounces. Sherman goes to see Dean Richmond, who is incredibly mad at him for causing the science department to lose most of its funding due to the hamster incident. However, he informs Sherman of the last rich alumnus who is planning to grant $10 million to the school if Sherman can prove that the serum works on humans. Later, while Sherman is teaching in class, his belly is equally erasing his writings on the board to the amusement of his students. After class, Sherman meets Miss Carla Purty, a graduate of chemistry, teaching in the same science department. The professor instantly falls in love with the slim and petite lady who is a huge fan of his works. Sherman is pleased to meet her and watches her leave the class. At night, he goes to have dinner with his lousy, obese, and ill-mannered family members who mock him for trying to eat less in order to lose weight. His dad, Cletus, tells him that there is no problem in being fat and that he will never get rid of his fat. While at the table, the disgusting Cletus begins to fart continuously to the amusement of some members at the table, but surely to the disgust of Sherman, Grandma, and Anna. Sherman is later consoled by his mom, Anna, after getting hurt by the comments made by Cletus. Anna encourages and motivates Sherman to not give up in his weight loss routine. Having been inspired by his mom, Sherman goes to see Carla at her house and sheepishly asks her out on a date, which she accepts to his greatest surprise. Later that night, the fat professor falls asleep and dreams of making out with Carla on the beach, but then she horrifyingly gets buried in the sand by his weight. Sherman gets motivated by a program on TV and enrolls in multiple methods to get rid of his fat before the date with Carla. With Sherman motivated, full of energy and determined, it's the date night, although the conversation begins with Carla admiring Sherman's work with Shelly, the fat hamster. Suddenly, an obnoxious comedian by name Reggie Warrington is introduced as the show's entertainer for the night. He comes in labeling insults at various attendants of the show for their odd looks. Realizing that he may be next, Sherman attempts to escape but ends up getting himself noticed by Reggie, who heckles him mercilessly, with cruel jokes about his overweight nature right in front of Carla, his date for the night. Everyone laughs at Sherman. As Reggie ruins his night and shatters his self-esteem, he takes Carla home and she tries to console him for the embarrassment, and they bid farewell for the night. With a shattered self-esteem, Sherman gets home alone and depressed. He begins to stuff himself with junk food while watching TV. He dozes off and has another dream in which he sees himself as a giant, with Reggie insulting him, his dad supporting his fat weight, and his mom giving him fried chicken. Eventually, Sherman destroys the whole city with a destructive fart which is accidentally set on fire, causing the whole town to explode into pieces. When Sherman wakes up, he visits the school lab where he yields to the temptation of finalizing the formula for the serum and uses it on himself. It seems to immediately take effect, causing him to lose 300 pounds, becoming slim and fit. Sherman is incredibly excited. He runs outside overjoyed with his new transformation. He goes out shopping for slim clothes for himself and performing exercising classes. The following day, while still slim, Carla visits Sherman's lab and finds him, but he quickly changes his name to Buddy Love. He begins to flirt with Carla and asks her on a date at the Scream, same place Reggie humiliated them. Although Carla doesn't know it's Professor Sherman, Buddy Love tells her that the incident at the club broke Sherman's confidence completely. While speaking to her, the serum begins to wear off with one hand bulking up, and his voice gradually changing back to the voice of Professor Sherman. Buddy Love immediately gets rid of Carla. Now back to his old self, Carla finds Sherman and tells him about Buddy Love. Sherman encourages her to go out with Buddy. Later that night, Buddy keeps Carla waiting but later shows up in an expensive Dodge Viper with an angry Carla about to leave. Buddy falls on his knees and pleads with her to stay, making a scene while at it. She accepts and they make their way inside. Guess who is back in the house? It's Reggie, and Carla hates him already. Reggie begins to pick on some people as usual, cracking up the audience, then suddenly notices that Buddy is almost choking on laughter when he hasn't even started yet. Buddy begins his revenge on Reggie, attacking his appearance mercilessly, causing the crowd to laugh at Reggie. The tables have turned. Reggie unleashes yo mama jokes to suppress Buddy, but the hyperactive Buddy Love obnoxiously overpowers Reggie and seizes the stage from him. Buddy wreaks havoc on Reggie's character, his mom's appearance, and more, to the utter satisfaction and amusement of the audience. Pissed off, Reggie challenges Buddy to a karate match but is overpowered by the impressive Buddy, who begins to perform with the piano, forcing the conquered Reggie to scream a high-pitched squeal. He kicks Reggie into the piano and announces that Reggie has left the building. Buddy returns to the much-delighted Carla, who is impressed by his performance, and they share a passionate kiss, after which the serum wears off, causing Buddy's lips to bulk up. He attributes it to an allergic reaction to Carla's lipstick and escapes the building. Sherman's assistant Jason spots Buddy leaving after using Sherman's card. He follows him into the car to confront him, only to experience Sherman's secret as he transforms from Buddy to Professor Sherman with the car in motion. After full transformation, Sherman has to be cut out of the sports car. The following day, Sherman is late for a class and his students have already left. Dean Richmond confronts him about the sports car, which Buddy bought in the account of Sherman's faculty. He is so mad that he threatens to strangle Sherman and murder him if he ever screws up like that again. He asks Sherman to meet up with Hartley at a hotel restaurant to describe the serum to him. A while later, at the lab, Jason informs Sherman that Buddy is out of control and his testosterone levels keep rising per transformation, fast becoming the complete opposite of Sherman, who should actually just be a slim version of himself. Jason warns Sherman not to use the serum on himself again. He finds Carla, who complains about her date with Buddy. She is displeased with his sudden reaction at the club last night. Sherman uses the opportunity to ask Carla to dinner with his family. That evening, Sherman's disgusting family embarrasses him before Carla, making cruel inferences about their relationship. Cletus begins to fart again, completely shattering Sherman's dignity before Carla. It is a disastrous night once more. On their way home, Carla confesses that she would like to know Buddy a little better, because she feels that beyond all that hyperactive personality, there is a caring and loving Buddy in there. This causes Sherman to use the serum again, ushering Buddy into reality. Jason is not pleased with this and tries to stop Buddy, but to no avail. Buddy fakes Sherman's voice, trying to communicate with Jason from deep down inside himself, instructing Jason to go into the storage closet to get an antidote. Buddy quickly locks Jason inside the closet and departs the lab. He takes Carla to another date. This time, it's the same hotel where Sherman is supposed to meet Hartley. Dean Richmond asks Carla of Sherman's whereabouts, and she suggests that Buddy should fill in for Sherman since he knows all about Sherman's work. The desperate Dean forces Buddy to speak to Hartley in place of Sherman. Buddy performs exceedingly and shockingly well, using guests as examples to buttress his points on the effectiveness of the serum. He manages to impress Hartley and Richmond, taking all the credit for the work, much to Carla's surprise. Dean Richmond offers Buddy a chance to fill in for Sherman permanently, and a chance to demonstrate the effectiveness of the serum at the alumni ball. The following night, Professor Sherman has instantly lost his place at the school thanks to Buddy. He arrives at the ball very late and is scolded by Dean Richmond for coming late. Buddy demonstrates the serum to the much-pleased audience as he bulks up in different body parts enough to show that one sip of the serum is enough to make him lose all that weight. As Buddy prepares to make his slim nature permanent by taking an overdose of the serum, Jason runs in and tries to stop him but gets beaten up, after which Sherman takes control of Buddy from within, causing him to punch himself severally, as both characters struggle for ultimate control, causing multiple transformation of different body parts in a weird manner. Eventually, Sherman wins the fight. He confesses to everyone present that he has learnt from his selfish act of ignoring to help people with the serum. Sherman leaves and Carla goes after him, asking why he lied, and he says that he didn't believe that she would accept him the way he is, and also has to accept that he will be fat no matter what. Carla asks Sherman to dance with her. The duo dance for the rest of the evening while Hartley finally gives Sherman the grant instead of Dean Richmond. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on new content. Thanks for watching.